In this video, I'm going to explain how we can generate the ETL for the facts in the target area with Powerpack. Target ETL for the facts and also for the dimensions in the data stores is part of the BI Data Lake to Target roadmap. And what we're going to do, we're going to generate the ETL Python scripts to run later uh, the facts and to load the data into the facts. In the previous one, we saw that we created the metadata for the facts. We checked the consistency of the metadata for the facts. We generated the DDL, so a table and a view for that fact. And now we're going to generate the ETL for it. I'm going to show you some examples. First, we're going to look at the facts. Okay, if I say select star from PPK target facts, you can see here the facts which are available. So there are 4 facts. One of them is fact underscore sales with an alias. You can specify if you need an aggregation, yes or no. For this one, no. But for the last, for the fact sales per month, we need an aggregation on month level, and he's gonna generate the code for it. The fact source area, where is the data coming from, and the load strategy. Is it an update based on a key, or is it every day a new load? So a truncate and inserts. Okay, if we're gonna look at the first one, fact sales, and we look to the attributes, you see here within the fact sales the attributes. So we got something like revenue, cost, and tax, which are the numeric values in the fact. I got an ID, and I also had a tax category, which is a character. The attribute order is specified here. You have to specify which is unique because we're doing an update. So I'm taking here an ID for it. You're specifying if it's a measure, yes or not, yes or no. The data type, implementation in the database, the default value, what's the source table for this attribute, what's the base source attribute for it. You can specify a transformation, fill it with a default value, or do some other transformations. You can specify here the aggregation type. Is it a max or an average or something? And you can specify here the functional meaning. The relation from the fact to the dimensions is specified in the metadata in the PPK target fact foreign keys table. If we look here for this table, fact sales, it has relation to the dimension branch, client, day, 2 times, one with the rule sale and one with the rule delivery, and at last a relation to the dimension product. And you specify here the base column, which will be used to set the relations. But we can modify, as we saw in the previous films, you can modify specific implementations herefore. Okay, we're gonna generate the ETL for it. So what I'm doing, I'm starting Python. In the Python home directory of Powerpack, we go to the subdirectory target, and we're starting fact etl.py. And you can specify for which facts you want to generate ETL, a wildcard or 1 or 2 facts. Okay, in this time I'm going to generate them all. Let's start the script. Okay, he's ready. What is he doing? He was connecting to the SQL Server database because we're now working in SQL Server, but it can also be Oracle or Snowflake, doesn't matter. And he's starting this dim fact ETL top with this parameters. And the template directory is this, and the working directory where the Python scripts are specified is this one. From the parameters, he's recognizing, okay, the database type for the target data warehouse, the target area name, and the number of facts. And now for every fact sales order, and so on, he's generating a Python script to run the ETL. So for the first one, fact sales, it's got here alias. He's showing here the load strategy, if we want to have aggregation or not, the source area, so all kind of information we saw also in the tables he's showing here. He's specifying here the ETL template he's using. So in this time, from this working directory, he's taking the SQLServer variant of the ETL fact incremental update.py. So this is the template, and we're doing that for fact sales, and he's generating a script fct fact underscore sales.py with 6 attributes and 5 foreign keys. And so he's doing that for all of them. Yeah. Now, here, for example, we got an aggregate key is yes. So he's taking another template for it and generates the ETL for it. He's also generating one script, dm fact underscore py, which is executing all the facts. And this script can be used in the night job. If we're gonna look to the working directory, so this is the working directory. In the target, we see here the scripts. One of them is the dm underscore fact to execute all the facts, and another, and these are the Python scripts which he generated. So it's a Python script. He's importing all kind of modules. He's starting the code. He's creating session logs and task logs, and he's executing the ETL for it. I'm not gonna explain this all in detail, but it works very well and very good based on very good templates. Okay, this is about generating the ETL for the facts. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you back in one of the next videos.